Does anyone have a specific BTW they want to start
Yeah,
off with?
I mean-
you were ready.
I mean, speaking about Cupcake,
Well, okay. ANC boys worldwide. Because that
Cupcake, I'll
Speaking
choose
about-
you. Sneeze attack.
Pokemon. Eh?
Pokemon.
Imagine if you could do that with government officials.
You get what I mean?
Fucking dope, yo.
sneeze attack.
Sneeze attack. Yeah, she got now quarter pie.
My king's papaya cupcake bed.
Sneeze attack.
No.
This is my official resignation from the podcast. I cannot.
So,
I will not be affiliated with this behavior.
Ntate sneeze attack.
Let's do my super papaya.
Yeah?
Let's do my super papaya, man.
I don't know, like tap attack or something. Like, you remember when
Bring it back.
No.
Ntate Ramaphosa
When I do my on center and it hits on the forehead.
Please continue.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay.
This is not part of the BTW.
That's more graphic.
So, when they were doing their ANC anniversary
Rally,
thing
whatever.
in Bombela in January, so there's a video or a part of his talk. I don't know what they call that talk, or it's
His
an
speech or
address or
whatever.
whatever. Yeah, so part of it that trended this week was when he said the Amapiano is now popular in New York, in Lagos, and I
All
forgot
over-
the third place.
In America.
Yeah. It is because of the doors that were opened by this government, which is NC government.
Cry me a fucking river.
I don't know which doors is he referring to. Literally, I don't know what he's referring to, because I can't even pinpoint whereby maybe there was just once, when maybe the government took the Amapiano guys, or the government just invested.
For
Tyler Water.
For Tyler Water.
Because she won a Grammy, dog. And Pamela Mtanga, shout out, the good sis made her do it.
Bro, this
Pamela
government,
Mtanga was like,
this government waits for you to shine.
Please. Exactly.
And then they come through. It's like the father that was never present. And then you're blooming now, and it's that thing you're good to, okay, fine, cool. Now I know you're my child. That's my fucking son.
And then you know what's funny?
Oh, that's my child.
This is what Bonang
Nowhere to
has
be
been
found.
always
saying.
complaining. Like SA doesn't take entertainers serious.
Bonang has been fighting for this for how many guys? Bonang is the only public figure we have in South Africa that will at the minister and say, when?
Like
And people
nothing
say,
turns out when you are still.
how many times did Bonang at him during his reign? Be like, when I pay
during COVID, they're like, this is how we make our livelihood, man. How we could. They even went
I love him.
striking and shit. They're like, dog, we can't eat. We
I
can't
don't
eat.
care.
Like, one motho tshwana le bo Kabza, they're so influential. on the
Exactly.
street. What's up, Mr. International, bro? One thing I love about
Bro, you know
Americans,
what's weird? The music that we play here is getting fucking TikTok challenges abroad.
But look at it this way, bro.
Meaning people are loving it. It's not just
Yeah.
about the TikTok thing.
Mama 10
people are
years
loving
back.
it.
Mama
They are
10 years
part
back.
of the culture. Like,
The
fuck that
second,
shit.
the second
down.
GDP contributor into the economy.
GDP.
Yeah.
Is it GDP?
Yeah, you said B.
All right, you know what my boy is trying to say.
Sorry, we got
Bring it back.
He's a fact
This is
checker.
why black people don't want to learn new things.
He's
Laugh at
about
them
to
before
talk
you
facts.
correct.
I'm sorry.
God
Tell it to
damn.
get out of your kitchen.
Bruh, I'm trying
Make
to cook,
noodles
yeah.
or
I'm trying to cook, yeah.
Sorry, baby.
So the second highest contributor to the GDP growth in America is entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
Otwane-
crazy.
Yeah. That's why Otwane, like you, Karen,
Yeah.
your boy from a young age, already some kids go to a soccer club. You like you when you grow up, you're gonna be a soccer player.
Yeah.
Some parents don't even aim for academic accomplishments. No, they're looking, oh, you're gonna be a basketball player,
Yeah.
you're gonna be
Like
an NFL
Serena and
player.
Thingy's dad.
Yeah. So imagine if, not everyone else is gonna be an intellectual.
Exactly.
Some people are very skilled when it comes to crafting, painting, shooting.
Absolutely.
Like we have one of the best, one of the best when it comes to shooting movies and all that shit. No, like for real.
Creatives.
No, look at this way. like out of the top 10 highest gross movies, 8 of those are from South Africa.
Ah.
Although Nollywood is much better than SA, we rank above them when it comes to capital from the money we're making off the movies we're shooting.
You know, speaking on what you are saying about grooming your kids from a young age for a certain whatever that they're good at, I think it's something that as South Africans we are sleeping on.
Creativity.
No, like identifying what your kid is good at and then grooming them for that
absolutely.
thing.
Yes.
I think it's something that we sleep on, especially as black people, because
Can I come in there before you go?
I want to come in there
I don't
too.
think we're sleeping. I think we have a fixed idea of what success is. If you're not a doctor,
It's the
if you're
same
not a
thing, man.
JMPD, if you're not a doctor, if you're not a nurse, if you're not a teacher.
It is the same thing, man.
No, I'm just
But
saying that is
you know what you're saying,
they
bro?
think.
That
I
is
can
so
understand it.
true. And this is a conversation I have quite often. To say our children are tunnel visioned. And
Because of us.
we don't blame them. We blame the parents. To say
we have to.
we thinking, or okay, kena skolo. Bro, I want to know our fucking syllabus is stuck. The children are getting taught bullshit. Koskolong.
And pass
Tansu-
mark 80%.
Kila one. Like, you must be teaching children life skills. Teach children how to fucking plant a fucking fruit. How to plant a carrot.
And shout out to CPC College. I don't know if you know it. It's very popular on TikTok where they teach the kids how to be engineers, how to be dancers. They're one of the biggest schools on TikTok.
that's what we
They
need.
are making waves in South Africa now. It's
Bro, we
CPC
can't all
College,
be doctors.
Christian Progressive College. Check
And
it out.
you know,
they are amazing.
There's
Shout out to
something-
them.
There's something Dr. Umar Johnson has said is like, our schools should equip the children for the world.
Exactly.
Where before, he's speaking in American.
Okay.
Before is that Haufeta High School, if for example we enter accountant, then you'd have a certificate for, let's say, bookkeeping. Because 3 years is enough for you to be a bookkeeper. Okay, 10, 11, 12. Ne? And what they'll do is they'll have extra courses in like Muriri. So like to do hair and shit.
Oh, that's
So
smart.
if you graduate high school and you don't have the finances to go to varsity,
you can still use
or
that
you don't have the
diploma.
intellectual capacity.
You can use that diploma.
You can use them to
You're cooking, when?
whatever. We don't have any of that, bro. Like imagine, for example,
That's why high school is a diploma in America. You're cooking.
like for example,
Who are planning?
Sorry,
I want to mention a name.
That is
right now.
so
I wanna mention
smart.
So I did electronics and civil. So imagine Barwena when Haufeta High School, you can be a qualified plumber or you can be a qualified electrician. I mean, from grade 10 up until grade 12, that's 3 years of learning certain skills and traits. But I can tell you
the
with our
SAT
education
trays
system,
of school being used to you cooking.
besides FET, with our educational system is that even after you graduate,
You're nothing.
you can't.
You're stupid.
I'll put you for call.
You're an idiot. Like you. Honestly, you're right. You're right. Government are mislead. I don't know if it's the
Are you an
government.
idiot?
No, like, honestly,
Stupid, you're nothing.
like you're nothing. Also, Skela, you are literally nothing. Firstly, the number one killer. You go to school, no matter what level of school you go to, you come out fresh out of matric, you can't get a job. You don't have experience. You further your studies, you get into varsity, you complete
You get it too?
Varsity?
varsity, you get shut the fuck up. Yeah. I'm cooking here.
Shit speaking right now.
I'm cooking here.
Cook my tongue.
You get what I mean? You go to varsity.
Niks
you do
mntwana
your-
with a stampa cast officers off.
you do your 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years. How to that? Or you cannot spanning. What do they say? We need experience.
Sure.
You don't have experience. You know what? So it sounds like a setup for failure. Like they already
We
know.
need to
okay,
relook, you're right.
Where are you gonna get your experience if they don't hire you?
We need
If
to
every company is gonna say, you need experience. And,
You need to experience.
we'll
Bruh,
give you
you-
7 years experience.
know
Where
how-
the fuck am I gonna get 7 years experience when I spent 7 years fucking
In college,
getting a fucking
yeah.
qualification?
You know, I
Facts.
think the solution to all of these things, guys, as parents, we need to, so that we know the education system is fucked up.
Yeah, but they
Right.
should change because we are fucking, paying taxes.
Not with this government. So the education system is fucked up. So we need to identify the talents or the things that our kids are good at, because
and propel them.
and push them in that way, because
Although
just
it's
like the
hard,
story
you gotta-
of is it you who mentioned the Serena Williams?
The Williams
yeah, I did.
Yeah. Also, the same story is about well, I'm gonna take it sports too, because that's what I'm. Also, the same story
go.
about Lewis Hamilton,
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Oh, they started when they were like babies.
Yeah, like the parents,
Okay,
they
and you
pushed
come-
them there.
They drove them.
Yeah. So I think
And obviously, if
we
you start
need
young,
to-
you get the muscle for it.
exactly.
So I want to just like the Williams sisters.
Another thing that
discipline.
lacks a lot is confidence. We as a country also lack a lot of confidence. We need to be pushed to an extent where
No, but
this is for you.
you know,
Do it.
into LSG,
I don't know
John,
how
ne,
it
Yeah,
our
support
parents
We don't
are
have- I love
that, I
narrow-minded.
love that.
At
They
some
are.
point, ne, if waya ko kasi, una motho yo, ntwana nkile ba ntse buka disk. The parents never did shit. Some of them never even pitched that one match. Ya ngwana.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like don't take it far, bring it back here. I think to make it like a more relatable context, I have never, ever gotten a nod from my family about broadcasting. They were like, stay the fuck away from that. And I was like, I'm really good
And I'm
at
sure
it.
they wanted you to go and have like a normal night.
Somewhere it's nursing,
Exactly.
somewhere it's teaching, somewhere it's, and I'm like, listen, I can do those, but acknowledge the gift and support it. Till as of recent, they were like, hey, ngati yashisa, ngati you're cooking. But imagine if they had believed, and I don't wanna, I don't wanna sound bitter.
No.
But if they had believed in me, like my mother believed in me when
would
I
have
was,
enhanced
because when
so
I was in
much.
grade 6, guys, I was skipping school and my mom was taking me to auditions. Mama kana nilofisa scale 99. Because baka ulofile, na ile ka na ile audition on UTV, ne give me seats.
And you know what's funny?
That's a dope-
It's that schools make.
And I want to be that mother for my kids too.
Because no, ngwana mo ene ke kana skolo le yena. Na ita the advert for like your Colgate and VHS. Na batse ba hali absent. He's at work.
Tango.
But when he comes back, they would help him catch up.
Catch up,
Lama-
yeah.
Just like even in work, there's some leave days for like if you do sports
Sports,
professionally and all
yeah,
that.
true.
They make leeway. If because now what the school said, if you do something that's gonna put the school's name in good books, they're gonna help you
Hell
achieve
yeah.
that.
And
I
that's
used
the
to do
culture that
too.
should be
I
across
used to-
every entity in the country.
And that's how it
You
should
know-
be. Because it reminds me of when I was in grade 8. I'm sorry. Because I cannot go forte, like in Dobsonville, when I was in grade 8. And I remember that it's crazy how I got scouted for the debating team when I was just 3 months into high school. A teacher heard me speaking Kopasi Chinka lunch. She came to me and she said, "You're joining the debate team." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You speak so well." And you can imagine Okanakasi. That means ingabile leyo nto. When a teacher can stop a lesson and say, "You speak so well," and she came to me, she didn't give uncle, but you're joining the debate team. We don't have one.
Yeah.
You are joining the debate team, and you're gonna start debating for the school. Kosoito TV, ne? Akuko pika utrades.
Yes.
And what she did for me,
But can I?
what she did for me,
And
Can I just add on
Brilliant.
to that? Ne? A lot of teachers go dikolong tsa kokasi. They can see a lot of talent.
Yeah.
But
shout out
there's
to
no-
my
there's
teachers.
no support and funding from the government
That's
for
the
them
thing.
to actually
True.
boost up those kids. Because now sheba the teacher about where they use their own money to make sure wana okono ya di matching.
I have so many teachers that did that for me. I have so many teachers that did that for me. Koma
So
kasana.
imagine how the South
That is-
African flag would fly with so much
That.
talent.
Oh, you're cooking.
Not only in
Okay,
music,
today you're cooking,
sports
sir.
alone. Like you, bro.
you know,
Why do you
Fana-
think I'm masepa one?
Can we wrap up this BTW?
I just want to say this. The other thing is that black kids, they are more, well, I think they're more identified, especially the boys, more identified for soccer. So you can imagine if maybe soccer was taken so serious at the local schools, they would be able to groom those kids in a professional way so that by the time they get to your 21, 22, they don't become a
After 22.
Jamubule, they don't become
We need to
a
revise
Kanye.
our curriculum by what our
Dog.
conversation is saying.
No, but Bona countries like France, where 80% of the squad get African people, it's not only a South African phenomenon, ne? But
Country.
I'm just saying, okay, as South Africa, ne? In the African continent,
Yeah.
we're one of the most developed. Why don't we lead way of saying we have the best facilities when it comes to the stadium and the ground and
Definitely.
facilities, the soccer?
I was also about
Why
to say.
can't we even get to the semi-finals at least? or
Yeah,
finals
that means we're lacking on something. I think
So you know what?
Big
listen,
government.
you said,
Because
what-
the Brazil
also-
hit that world on its own,
we
but
just-
they still they won the most World Cups.
we just unearthed something very pivotal for South Africa's soccer success. We are saying we only get supported when we are good at something, and it's not academic, only if we've made it ourselves.
Exactly.
The energy I use in harnessing this gift to prove a point to you. And then once the point is proven, then you support me. If you had supported me when you saw
They're
nothing,
cooking, man. It's the
I feel like I'm preaching.
same thing
Hallelujah.
Ramaphosa is doing. Hold
Use your faith.
on. For example, might not be the case. Kabza what DJ Kom Kuku. He blows up, boom. Oh,
Then we
Amapiano is
back you.
booming because I opened the doors for him.
What are you
Shwang,
saying?
Anapea Kam Kuku.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's
He had to boom first before you.
That's get to Karen.
And it's the same thing, Liko Tisking, because
Yeah.
these soccer teams, they will sign a player that they see, oh, okay, this player.
Yeah, they picked.
But they
strong
didn't go
games.
to Kokasi
So-
and actually try to,
we need more support
From the
when there's
government.
no one looking. We need less people to see us when we are doing great and give us
Yes.
opportunities, because when I am doing great, it's just about the opportunity. I've built the skill.
Exactly.
We need more support where we need to build the
Definitely.
skill, because 10 of us could be born with the gift, but it's highly likely in Africa it's only one who will see it through and has the diligence
Exactly.
to go see it without
And let me
support.
tell you something. Usually
Guys,
the
we are
one-
cooking.
Usually the one that makes it, ne? Usually the ones that makes it is not even the one that is that good at it. It's the
The
one
most
that has the
popular.
discipline. Because
So
the one
if you
that
could
has-
teach the talent, we were talking about MT off camera, saying he could be further than where he is right now. If as a young kid, and I get it, he was born in a underprivileged family, but if they saw the
Not
gift,
even young kid. So what we're saying is that MT, if he had the discipline of most
what I'm saying is, if
successful
it was
artists,
instilled in him,
he would be the best, one of the
If-
best artists
but-
that will come out of SA.
think of Serena. A recurring theme is here is saying the people that are likely to become the most successful are the people
That are
ba
groomed.
nang le discipline.
Yeah.
Majority of us are discipline. That's why I'm saying if they believed in him before he had to fight to prove a point, he'd be further than what he
the
is
last
right
point
now.
I wanna
Because
drive,
along
right?
the way, he's bagging up bad habits to calm the pain of you not wanting to support it. Woo, we're cooking.
Last point I want to drive is SA has one of the best has the best universities in Africa, and one of the best globally.
Absolutely.
But that's only academic. Imagine if we can have a school, like I was saying to Karen this morning, one of the 5 forms of intelligence, one of them is kinetic, meaning body movement. Sports is a science on its own. So imagine if we had a school, like for example,
Dexterity,
Nane Kliski, like reverse like Grey College.
CPC
It's
is doing
a
that.
school, ne?
guys.
But it specializes mostly with academic. And not academic, I mean sports.
Yeah.
So imagine if you had a sports like Mutsu Adlalang rugby. He knows when I grew up, I want to be a rugby player, soccer player. Hana taba ka di 1+1.
Exactly.
or the onomatopoeia.
Bro, we
or-
can't all be
or-
doctors.
The Animatopia. Ooh, your
Imagine
friend.
that sport, that university or college that specializes in sports. And how graduate more? You graduate with sports management.
Yeah, you get
can be a
groomed.
coach,
You get groomed the
you
same
can
way.
be a
Yeah, I
trainer.
love that.
You don't have to play the sports, but you can be a coach.
Yeah, you
trainer.
get groomed the
But
same
something-
way that
yes.
I'm bringing
a
it back,
person
guys.
in the field, yeah,
Medicine.
yes, would be groomed.
I'm
You know
bringing it back because really.
Can I just say this one thing?
This is the last thing, and we're wrapping up the
Let
show.
me just say this one thing.
Let's go.
I know we blame the government a lot, but I would like the parents to also take the blame on this one, because
Let's go.
before the government is going to identify your
Let's
kid as
go.
being good at whatever, you as a parent, it's your job
Let's go.
to make sure that your kid
Let's
is
go.
actually on that path through and through,
Yeah.
and is disciplined. And also, the other thing I want to say is that because we understand, the reason why we're having this conversation right now is because we understand as this generation. So it's on us to do better from here onwards.
Okay.
Look at you, Daddy Bank clothes. You're supposed to wear that Daddy Bank clothes shirt this week. But shout out to Orlando Pirates for winning last week Saturday. It's not like we care, Game of Kotsi for life. But look, it's been GSL Streets. It's been Global Streetz Live. Sure, guys, it's been absolutely amazing. What an amazing episode. Catch us same time, same place, next week. Baraki bona bao. Bastrata. Okay,
Bastarda.
let's just no. He's just
I get you were talking, so I'm doing the actions, you know?
Wana.
I'm going with it.
And a mouse out. We love you, and it's been a great
Thank you.
one. Next week, let's go.
Bastarda.
That's the kind of thinking that's gonna get you into Harvard.